I would remind everybody in this room that Tren de Aragua is a foreign terrorist organization operating within the United States of America.
It's still not entirely clear if everyone that was deported belongs to Tren de Aragua, but exactly what is Tren de Aragua, and does it pose a huge threat here in the United States?
Tren de Aragua is in some ways more sophisticated than MS-13, but it's also much less rigidly structured, and it's much more loosely structured. It's therefore much harder to know whether someone actually belongs to Tren de Aragua or whether a crime that's committed is committed as an organized act as part of this larger structure or committed by basically freelancers, right? That's one of the things that's really raising big legal questions with how the administration is ostensibly identifying people that it either deports to El Salvador, sends to Guantanamo, etc., as members of Tren de Aragua.
I don't think we can jump to questions about what do you do about a Tren de Aragua presence in the United States until their presence has been established,
said Rebecca Hanson, an assistant professor at the University of Florida's Department of Sociology, Criminology and Law and Center for Latin American Studies.
And I just think it's highly unlikely there's any kind of real Tren de Aragua presence in the U.S.
Have you talked to the agents who have been putting their lives on the line to detain these foreign terrorists who have been terrorizing our communities?
So on the one hand, the administration is presenting them as so powerful and so organized as to constitute a threat to the very national security of the United States. The gang is not that. That is an inaccurate characterization, but it is also very real, and it is very violent, and it definitely victimizes a lot of people with extortion schemes, sex trafficking schemes, violence, kidnapping, and robbery. And another important thing to remember is that the large majority of people who are victimized by this gang are other Venezuelan immigrants, right? The way that this gang grew precisely was by exploiting the Venezuelan exodus, preying upon immigrants who were moving out of Venezuela and into the surrounding region and eventually into the United States. That is why it's associated with Venezuelan migration, even though the vast majority of Venezuelan migrants do not belong to Tren de Aragua. They are, in fact, its principal victims. TDA has victimized other people. They don't exclusively victimize Venezuelan migrants, but their business model is really built around exploiting migrant waves and victimizing migrants themselves.